Oh, okay. I'm live. I don't know what that flashed up there. All right, I'm gonna hang out here for a little bit, see if some people join in. Got not much, but yeah, I'm just gonna get started here. All right, Big E's. Welcome to Big E's Auto live feed. It's Sunday, obviously. If you're seeing this, you're probably wet too. In fact, I'll show you what I got going on. I realized the Corvette has a leak, so I kind of threw a towel over it for now, till I can find a decent freaking car cover and cover this thing with, or until I'm able to find a house or a garage that we can have as to store it in, or a pole barn, preferably a pole barn, because then I could also set up shop, an area where we could just do our lives and our YouTube videos. That's kind of the plan. But as of right now, everything's outside, so everything's exposed to weather, so you do what you can to get by. So all right, I'm just going to go ahead and get started with the week's activities. May I say activities? Okay, sure. All right, so I'm going to flip the camera around, get you a Corvette shot. The reason why, well, other than the fact that it's leaking rainwater, and it rains every like 2 hours now. I don't know, where do I have it? Let me go look. I probably would help if I showed what was going on. But I gotta try and climb in here. I was trying to help my son find a RC car that he has, and I was trying to look for the controller, and I had to rip some stuff apart, so bear with me here, guys. Looking for that piece of shit carburetor. Oh, here it is. I will bring this outside into the light and explain what's going on with what would happen this week, because that's why nothing much happened, because I was wasting my time on this fucking paperweight. I'm gonna set it here. I'm gonna set it in the water. Don't freak him out. I think it's a piece of junk. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's see who's checking in here. Eric Plasky. Yeah, I've had one of those weeks. In fact, when I finish up here, yeah, I want to get a shower and shave. I know I look like I'm like freaking in my mid-60s. I look terrible, but hey, thanks for noticing. Soren, how you doing? Thanks for checking in. Amazon greetings, and hey, how's it going, Amazon? I'm sorry to hear that, Soren. Condolences, prayers for your family on that. Kristen Reeves, how we doing? Thanks for checking in. You have the same. I think yours looks better. Mine's like all white and patchy. I got that old guy summer look. Paul, Apostolic Church, how you doing? Let's see, Marco Diller. I just did, but I will do another. I'll do another quick scan. Okay, so a lot of hate on my Corvette because of the wing. I get a lot of crap because of the wing. I don't care. I think it looks cool. And all the paint work I did myself on that, and some other touch up. It has a. Oh, thank you, Kristen. I don't know if you have I'm sure your father. I hope you wished him a happy Father's Day. My mind's going already. Let's see here. Loma, thank you for the comment. Thanks for checking in. I'm just going to do a quick overview of the car because you asked. It's a 1985 C4 Corvette Z51 equipped car, which means it has a 4-speed manual with a 2-speed overdrive. The rims, Marco, are C5 Corvette Z06. These are not for a stock C5 Corvette, they're for the Z06 Corvette. So we changed from the 16-inch that the C4 comes with stock. We have 17-inch C5. The Z06, Z05 Corvettes had 17 in the front, 18-inch rims in the back. So that's what they are. They're actually Corvette rims, but they're from a C5. And I'm running, and the spacing is wrong. So I put, to get the stance, I used 1.5 wheel spacers to bring the wheels out to give the car a little. The C4 just, to me, it looks anemic in the front. So I kicked out, I put spacers in there to make it look a little fatter. You know, give the car a little more girth to it. The window, I'm going to go ahead and lift it. You can't see much of the interior. Do I have it unlocked? I'll do this. How about we're going to do like we're breaking into the thing. So I have, you know, some interior work, carbon fiber shift knob. I did some other wiring I got to finish up. Carbon fiber wrapped the dash plastic because they look cheap. The stripe was on the car when I bought it, but it was a single stripe, so I went ahead. When I repainted the hood, I added this stripe, and I added the blown up checker graphic to like a thing where it's just blows away. So I did that. Yeah, girth. Crank Nug, thanks, buddy. Hey, thanks for checking in, Crank. Appreciate it. So I added the stripe, and I made it throughout with the roof and all the way to the wing. So that way it gives the illusion it has 2 stripes, and really it originally was only 1. So I did that. The front spoiler here I built out of plywood. It's hard to see. Let me get my flashlight. I built it out of 3H plywood and just kind of designed it on the fly. And I kind of just put everything together, and then I went ahead and I wrapped everything in I wrapped it in fiberglass. I mixed up the resin, and then I went ahead and laid everything down, sanded it, and then I got the matte black paint kit from Ditzler and painted it with 3 coats of the Ditzler paint. See, Monkey T, Monk YT, hey, how was it going? Thanks, Crank Nug. But yeah, you can't buy that. And then these turnbuckles here, I should have kept my flashlight. I got from the hardware store. You can actually adjust up and down. So I made it functional. I don't like these pieces, how they turned out. The side lip pieces here, but it is what it is. So that's kind of like the quick overview of the car. I eventually, and I don't know, I have to see how my night vision is. I like to black these windows out, but I have to see. It just makes it a pain in the ass to back in at night, and plus I can't see as well like I used to. So I'm kind of up in the air about that. But thanks, Crank Nug. Yeah, I really haven't got much negative comments on the front lit. I do get a lot of hate on the wing in the back, but hey, Corvette guys are like that. But I'm not the New Balance cutoff jean shorts, you know, Bob Barker Corvette owner. I'm just a car guy who happens to have a Corvette that, all intents and purposes, I drive the damn thing. They don't. So that was a quick overview. So anyway, back to the happenings of the week. So I had an issue with the carburetor on the motor. I was cleaning. It all started when I sucked up a piece of rust from the tank. It got sucked up into the accelerator pump. Zaki Garris, how you doing? Thanks for checking in, man. Appreciate it. So the rust got stuck in the accelerator pump, which is inside the carburetor. So I went ahead and went to take it apart. I was taking the front fuel bowl off to clean that all out. Unfortunately, one of the bolts snapped off in the body of the carburetor, and I don't have the correct. I mean, there's an outside chance I could have, you know, fixed it, but there was a greater chance I was going to fuck it up, and then I would have to buy a whole new carburetor. So I said to myself, this is beyond what I can handle. So I called Tom Goldman, who, I mean, those of you who've been watching the lives know I deal with him. He's a fab guy. Helped me with the drag Camaro. Helps me out with stuff with this. So I called him up. I said, Tom, you know, told him what happened. So here, I think next weekend he has a divisional race. So originally it was going to be like 2.5, 3 weeks. till he would even be able to get to my carburetor to get the broken bolt out, because he had 3 transmissions he had to build and have them in time for 3 other competitors at the same race that he was going to. So anyway, I said, look, I'll drop the carburetor off anyway if you have a spare moment, but no pressure. Anyway, yesterday he calls me up and says, hey, your carb's done, which I was shocked. I didn't think I'd see that thing for another 2 weeks yet. Here he had it done. He actually also had spare bolts for the fuel bowl, which they're a weird pitch. I think it was 1225 or 1224, I think is the pitch. A Perseo, thanks for checking in. So he had those. So if you have a Holley and you broke a bolt for the fuel bolt, as though it's 1224, I believe, but I don't know the length of that. So so we got that. We got a new carb gasket. We put that on, put the carburetor, we got stuff. So believe it or not, we got it running. Had a little issue still with the accelerator pump from the terrible gas that they have us run here. And so it left a bunch of deposits. So I took the squirt up top, where it squirts the fuel into the actual barrels. And I took a rifle brush and I brushed it out, and then I took a paper clip and cleaned out the actual discharge ports on there. And believe it started working. Adjusted the spring on it, and yeah, I know, Bruno. I've been watching that too. I'm trying to concentrate what I'm saying. Not quite sure what the let's see here. All right. So so what ended up happening was yeah, I figured that out. Thanks, Bruno. So what happened was, in the meantime, I'll show you the other problem. I have this $300 paperweight that's been laying on my bench. I'm going to turn the camera around here. This is the Summit 600 CFM 4-barrel carburetor.
Is that the bad one?
Yeah. Do yourself a favor. Don't buy this carburetor, even new. There's a problem with their casting.
That thing.
I replaced just about everything in this carburetor. I've rebuilt this carburetor. I spent hours tuning this thing. Will not come around, will not run. So I figured I was screwed, because I figured it'd be another 2 weeks till I got my 650 CFM back. But I figured I was trying to get the 600 just to work, so I could have something to drive and have fun with, which never happened. So luckily, the 650 guy came back quicker, about a week and a half sooner than I was expecting. So it's on the car. It runs, starts right up. I didn't get a chance to drive it yet. I've just been checking operations. It's the nodulars spray, everything discharges the way it should. And before I took the carburetor off to clean it, this thing would scare the you-know-what out of me. So I'm really hoping now that that it's back together and working 100% the way it should. I'm really hoping the roads dry off tomorrow, that we don't get any rain for a while, so the roads can be dry enough that I can take this thing out and it just run it and see how it is. But I mean, it starts right up. It sounds good. The throttle response is amazing. So, what's that?
Did you start it for them?
No, I didn't do that yet. I might later, but I don't think so, because I'm what? My son's here. Hang on. What?
Why not?
Because I'm tired. And I don't have the key. I don't have the key.
Where is the key?
Jeez, you're persistent. It's where it usually is.
Okay.
So we're gonna Ay, ay, ay. So, so that was what's going on. So basically, unfortunately, I've been all wrapped up in the Corvette carburetor saga this week between trying to get that 600 working and now I got the 650 back, and the 650 is just, it runs so much better. All right, fine.
It's Stevie's.
All right. We're going to go ahead. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do a fire up of this.
Yay.
My son's persistent.
What?
You heard me. It means that you're bothersome.
Why did you not tie your boots?
Because I didn't feel like it.
Oh, then that's the same thing.
Oh, I got to pump it.
Oh.
Let's see once. Watch it make a liar out of me now that it was spraying. It's your idea, Levi.
And it doesn't make a liar out of you. Should I show them the exhaust?
We have to let it. We have to let it do its thing. All right. What we'll do is we'll put the parking lights on.
Let's go.
So,
Let's do this, boys.
Hetero Unity. I'm not going to get into politics right now. I'm doing automotive stuff. I don't bring politics into this. So we're going to go ahead and do a walk around. Just kind of let everything. Of course, Levi likes putting the headlights up and down. So. And then also one of the things we did as well, I put LED tail lights in it. And as you can hear, this carburetor idles very nicely.
Awesomely.
Now it still still a little cold, so I don't think the throttle response is going to be great. But we'll go ahead, we'll whack it just to clear everything out. Where are we at here?
You know what you should do?
What?
You know how you put the skull on the tire, like tin thing?
Yeah, see, it's still not quite. Amir Taha 7770. I probably messed that up.
You should bring this to work tomorrow.
No, the roads are going to be wet. Thanks for checking in. Yeah, I can't afford a Benz. I'll tell you that right now. I wish I could, but there's no way that's going to happen. Can you move out so I can get out? Okay, bud. Unfortunately, we're not rich enough, and they tax the shit out of us over here. So we don't have money left to really buy nice things. We don't have oil money here where I'm from. So that's fine. I'm putting this over it.
Okay.
So anyway, guys, there's that. So I got to hear it. So it does, as you can see, it idles. It's fine. So don't lean on the roof. That's super thin. Remember that.
Okay.
So, but all right. So yeah, as far as the yeah, I understand that you are at war with Israel. I understand that. As far as the Camaro front, absolutely nothing happened with the Camaro this week. I'm actually ashamed to say that. I got nothing done. It's still sitting outside the trailer. I really was hoping I could get it in this week, but that didn't happen. I think we're going to try bleeding the brakes again on the Camaro, and hopefully that's going to do. I'm hoping that brings the brakes that they work more efficiently after we do that. But we're going to keep our fingers crossed. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to check in. Like I said, it was kind of not much happening here as far as any progress. Wasted a lot of time, like I said, on that Summit carburetor. So, I mean, if you're looking for a carburetor, I mean, this is just my opinion. It's a terrible carburetor. It's an old design. I think it's originally designed after the Autolite carburetor, which was something that was used years ago in NASCAR. And it's not, I'm not impressed with it. I'm not happy with it. However, this Holly 650 that's on the car now, and you heard it. You know, it works well. I can't wait to try and get it out. I'm hoping tomorrow, if the rain stops, that the roads dry off, I can maybe get it out and actually do a couple pulls with it and see how it is. But that's what's going on with that. Yeah, nothing else really happening right now. Yeah, we have a lot of Hondas here where we're at. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna see how this week goes. Maybe I'll check in tomorrow if I get anything done. Maybe I'll do another driving live tomorrow. We'll see. But I got to get going. I will catch that. Thank you everybody for tuning in, and if you could help subscribe to my channel, Biggie's Auto, help support what I'm doing. I'm hoping I can look better tomorrow and get a shave so I'm not all fuzzy faced. God, I look like I'm 80 now that I see the light a certain way. Anyway, so guys, take care of yourselves. Watch out for each other. Take care of each other. See you next time right here on Big E's. Take care and bye for now.